So we've made it to Royal Ascot. It looked like we wouldn't get here at one point, but we have. It's day one that we're looking ahead to, and we've got 3 bets, a nap, a next best, and a long shot. We'll start with a nap, which is in the Duke of Cambridge at 4.10. From a Timeform ratings perspective, it usually takes something around the 118 mark to win the Duke of Cambridge. And Nazif is already rated 115p. She's got an excellent chance before factoring in the potential improvement that she has to come. I thought she made a really promising start to her career last year. Won a couple of minor events before impressing in a small field handicap at Newmarket. She beat just 3 horses that day, but the 3 that she did beat were thriving at the time. She slammed them by 6 lengths, despite still looking quite green. She proved her well-being with a comeback win at Kempton, receiving weight from Bilsdenbrook that day, but obviously Bilsdenbrook is a dual Group 1 winner. And I thought Nazif did really well to run her down, having been poorly drawn, left poorly placed. She made up a lot of ground in the straight, and I thought she did really well. Like I said, there's more to come. I think a mile at Ascot's going to play right to her strengths. She's 3-1. I think that's perfectly fair. There's definitely an argument to say that she should be even shorter, really. And yeah, for me, she's the best bet on the day. The next best comes in the Queen Anne at 150. It looks a pretty open renewal this year. There's nothing kind of really outstanding at the weights. I think it might be one of the less exposed horses that can progress and take this race. For me, the one that makes most appeal is ROSEMAN. I think he's been overlooked at around the 14-1 mark. Again, I thought he made a really good start last year. Progressive. He split King of Comedy and Sangarius at Sandown. He shaped really well when he finished 5th in the Hamptons Court Stakes at Royal Ascot. That was over 10 furlongs. And then he took a big leap forward when winning a listed race on his final start of the year, beating Century Dream. And that form was obviously stacked up well as well. Again, I think there's more to come this year. Just looking at the form that he's already achieved, he's got a really good chance. He's not far off the likes of Circus Maximus. But he does have the Timeform P on. And for me, really, he should be half the price that he is. I think 14-1 is very good value. And finally, we'll finish off with a long shot, which comes in the first race on the card, the Buckingham Palace. Big field handicap, really competitive. The one that I think, if everything goes his way, I think he could run a big race is Kaiser Soze. The booking of Ryan Moore catches the eye. He's a horse who he often puts himself on the back foot, misses a beat at the start, but coming from behind on the straight course over 7 furlongs or a mile at Ascot is never a bad thing. There are a few pace horses drawn around him, so obviously that's going to play to his strengths. It is really competitive. He was shaping well when we last saw him on the all-weather. He's lowering the weights on turf. I think if things do break his way, he could translate the pick of his all-weather form to this surface. It is tough, but around the 16-1 mark, I think he's worth a chance.